Wayne has clapped. That means it has commenced.
Yeah, it's commenced.
Touche.
This is usually not going to be in there. The clapping is not in there.
Why do you edit the claps out?
Because it's silly.
I feel like you're clapping for me.
What is this? Episode 32?
Yeah, 32.
Okay.
What's 32 in Spanish?
I don't know. I don't know Spanish.
32.
32.
Look at you
think.
guys. I was in like freaking, what was it called? Like AP Spanish. I don't know. I still don't know that shit.
They didn't let me take Spanish 4 because I didn't do good enough at Spanish 3.
Really? At least you remember something. I don't remember jack shit.
They said, see ya, senor.
Yeah, so I took Latin for 2 years, which
Isn't
didn't
that-
help. No one
isn't-
speaks Latin.
Isn't that very similar?
No, it's the base of a lot of modern languages, but I can't go speak Latin to anyone unless it's like the Pope.
Recently looked it up. I think it's like 2,500 people in the world that speak it.
Yeah, it's a dead language.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah,
You
it has
sure?
a lot of like roots that are still used, which is interesting, but it's not really super useful.
Yeah.
You sure the Pope speaks it? The Pope's from Chicago.
Yeah, he probably doesn't, but I know it is used in the church.
He speaks drill rap.
A lot of gang.
He's more understood on O Block than in Latin America.
Pretty much. Oh man. So how you guys been? It's been a while. We haven't congregated like this.
You know, chilling, hanging out. Yeah, you guys got any specific topics you want to talk about? Or you want me to lead this baby off?
Lead it off, I got a couple. You can go into mine after.
So did you guys see the Israel Iran last night?
Oh, we're starting off like this.
Okay, we can start a little bit lighter.
Little tamer.
Did you guys ever have a bop it when you were growing up?
That's too much. Let's go back.
All right.
Yes, I did.
Dude. I remember playing that. I had like the Bop It Extreme, which
Oh,
had
yeah, with
like
the 2 handles, right?
yeah, the two handles.
Mm-hmm.
They had the flick it, the spin it, the twist it. What was the fourth one? Not Bop It.
Pull it.
Pull it.
Is there a twisted one? Did you already
Yeah.
say that? Yeah.
Yeah, twist it,
And
flick it,
and a bop it.
spin it, pull it, bop
Yeah,
it.
because OG was twist it, pull it, bop it, and then they added flick it and whatever that other one was.
Spin it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never had a bop it, but I've met a couple bop its in my life.
Solid game. It was good.
I just remember playing that for hours. And it was just like so infuriating when
Yeah.
you would get like on a run, then you just mess up.
Yeah, it was like a better version of Simon. Or Simon Says. What was the game called? Simon, right? The 4 colored buttons.
Yeah, and you got to hit the colors.
Yeah. It was a way better version of that.
It reminds me of the that surgeon game where you have to like hurry up and like do the organ stuff before it goes off.
Operation.
Operation, yeah.
I was never a big Operation fan. It always scared me just because you'd hit the metal tongs on the metal side and I always thought I was going to get shocked. I was like, I don't want to play this one.
They don't.
No, don't make me.
They don't make games like that anymore. Like
No.
they don't.
There's so many like random, like stupid card games though.
Yeah.
A lot of them are fun though.
A lot of them are fun.
Yeah.
What was the last card game you guys played?
Cards Against Humanity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Played that a week ago.
What would I play? I played. That's technically not a card game, but it does have cards in there. I played Monopoly like last week.
Did you?
Yeah, it's pretty
I
fun.
haven't played Monopoly since I was a small child, and
Yeah.
I hope to never play again.
I played the Stitch version.
Dude, I do not have that much time.
Stitch.
Yeah.
You mean Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah.
Well, the new movie's called Stitch.
Oh, it's true.
Didn't you see it? You should know that.
Dude, I was not a big fan. They didn't have Gantu in it, the big shark-looking guy. Spoiler alert. I think we
Yeah.
talked about this last time.
We did. No, but
I
I
don't
I
remember.
brought that up to my girl, and apparently he was only in the cartoon, like the one that was on Disney Channel, like the series. He wasn't in the actual like movie.
Gantu?
Yeah.
The big shark guy?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Can we
100%.
Can we double check that?
Yeah, fact check it.
I don't have my phone on me, so
Your lady don't know what she's talking about. Yes, Gantu was in the original Lilo and Stitch movie because Pleakley and Jumba kept messing up. So the leader of the Galactic Federation sent Gantu in.
You know a
To go
lot about
catch
Lilo and
Stitch.
Stitch.
I've seen it once or twice, you know.
No, it sounds like you've seen it a lot, actually.
Dude, I just love Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
Is that why you're wearing the Hawaiian shirt? Was that lemon shirt?
Yeah, these are lemons, bro.
When life gives you lemon, buy a lemon T-shirt.
Yeah, I kind of just saw it at Target and I was like, I'm probably going to get this.
Okay.
And then I got it. Now I own it.
It looks good on you.
And now I'm wearing it.
What's next for you?
What's next? Other citrusy fruits,
Okay.
limes, oranges. Speaking of which,
Do you think you're going to go
I have
to
an orange seltzer.
a heavily citrus dominated wardrobe?
I might like that, or I just get really into like Sprite soda.
Dude, I love Sprite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big Sprite guy.
big Sprite guy.
that your-
That's the only thing I'll get. Like,
Sprite.
yeah, Sprite or like Fanta.
Well, you're also afraid of caffeine.
That's true. You know, I just don't like. I feel like we talk about my caffeine problem like every pod.
Wayne's caffeine fear. It's not a caffeine addiction.
It's a fear.
This is actually a caffeine podcast. That's actually our main topic.
We talk everything caffeine.
What has it? What doesn't? We'll tell you here.
You have the opposite of most Americans' problem. How they're all addicted to caffeine and coffee. You're afraid of
I'm
like
just terribly afraid of caffeine.
Caffeine reverse.
you get a nervous breakdown in the Starbucks drive-through.
Had a nervous breakdown at work from caffeine.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Especially if you ever chug like an energy drink and then you're just like way too hopped up, but like you're not doing anything like active.
Yeah.
You're just like sitting there. Especially if you're around like strangers, you're just like way too fast right now.
Why am I sweating?
I don't like being this fast and not moving.
Fast as F, boy.
Let's see. You guys excited for the McDonald's snack wrap coming back July 10th?
I was told about that.
No. I've had it. It's good. It like doesn't do anything for me.
This is like every few years they just bring it back?
I feel like it hasn't been back in like 10 years.
Oh, really?
It was so hyped up back then.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good.
What's a snack wrap in comparison to a regular wrap?
I don't think they have wraps.
Oh, they don't?
It's literally a chicken tender with a little bit of lettuce and a little bit of ranch and some shredded cheese, and they put it in a wrap.
Are you sure they don't always have that? I feel like they do.
I think they do like breakfast burritos.
Yeah.
Okay.
The snack wraps, I think, have come and gone on like limited runs
Right.
over the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Is it now that they're coming back full time?
I don't know about full time, but for a limited time at least, there's a lot of hype behind this.
So I'll get the McRib every now and then, like when it comes back. I've had it probably like 5 times, but I'll just be going by and I'll be like, oh, they have the McRib. I'll get a McRib. And every like 4 years, I'm like, yeah, that was good. And that's it. Like, that's good. I can go another 4 years now.
You ever eat a Filet-O-Fish?
Never.
I don't think I've ever had one.
Give me that fish.
I weirdly hear good things about the Filet-O-Fish.
Yeah, I don't think McDonald's and go, I want to go there and get fish.
Yeah. Oh, you know what sounds great? Some fried cod or whatever white fish they're using.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
That or Long John Silver's. You guys ever been to one of those?
Once.
Yeah, I think once, yeah.
There used to be, what is it, Taco Bell and Long John Silver's that used to share
Yeah,
facilities?
I think they still do.
And one time I was like, I'll try some fried shrimp. Horrible mistake. It was not good. I cannot recommend it.
Really? Taco Bell and Long John? Like share like establishments?
I think it was that. It was a combo restaurant. I think it was Taco
Yeah,
Bell and Long
really?
John
I
Silver's.
always-
This was years ago.
I always see like, now I see like the KFC and Taco Bells.
And sometimes Pizza Huts are in
Yeah,
there
yeah,
too.
I do see that, yeah.
I think they must all be owned by Yum Brands, Yum Food. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They must all be under that same umbrella.
They own so much stuff.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut. I think technically under Pepsi as well. Every Pepsi brand is by them.
Isn't that strange? Just like a handful of companies own like all the products that you use.
Yeah, like General Mills owns a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff.
Oh, I always find it interesting, you know? And they just like designate the brands so it just looks like they have nothing in common with each other.
And they have their own brands competing with their brands. So
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I don't like that one. I'm gonna try this one. You're still giving the same company your money. Like,
It's interesting. I think it's just all psychology, I guess.
yeah. And then you get more reference points when you're at the store. Like if you don't have something to compare, like if there's mac and cheese and there's one brand, you're like, oh, I don't know if that's good. But if you have a comparison with this one, you're like, oh, that one's not good, but this one must be good. Like,
Yeah.
it just gives you options and it tricks you into thinking that it tricks you into thinking you have options.
Yeah, that's kind of how grocery stores work too. They carry so many different brands just to like confuse you and keep you in there looking for longer. Instead of like how Trader Joe's does their kind of like business model. They keep it very simple, like only a few like variations of stuff. They'll have like 3 different pasta sauces.
They're like, these are all really good. These are the ones we carry.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Big Y is like, we have 400 pasta sauces. 12 of them are good. Good luck.
Good luck buying pasta sauce and narrowing it down.
I love my pasta sauce.
I will say, when I do buy pre-made pasta sauce, which isn't super common, I usually make my own. I 100% do it by the label. Like, if the label looks like I'd see it on a commercial and there'd be kids around, like ragu, no way. But if it looks like I'd see it like on the shelf in an Italian restaurant. I might try it. I'm very easily like I think pasta sauce is one of the only areas where like label does it.
So what do you look for on the label that really gets you?
I don't know. I specifically can think of ragu. It's like got like the yellow border and I think it's like red in the middle and it just looks like I designed it. It just looks not great. So I always look for something that just like looks good and looks like they put the work into it and made I don't know.
He looks for a nice Italian woman on the sauce jar holding a fresh basket of tomatoes.
Yeah, ideally a very old woman because she has the experience to make good sauce.
A Nona.
Yes, a Nona. Yes.
Geez, talking Latin, Spanish, Italian tonight. Who knew we were so worldly cultural?
All right.
Yeah, I don't think anyone knew that.
Andrew, have you been to any other countries?
Been to a lot of countries. Many of them just like islands on like cruises and beach vacations. But in high school, I went on a trip through the school and went to Greece and Turkey. So those are the only countries I've been to that are kind of like way out there. Otherwise, it's like Aruba, Dominican, it's like that kind of stuff.
Do you have any turkey in Turkey?
No, I could not tell you what I ate. The only thing I remember from Turkey is there was a shop selling watches, and there was a sign on the front that said "genuine fake watches." It's really the only thing I remember from that whole.
I know what they're selling.
Yeah, they're fake, and we promise.
So did you get a genuine fake watch?
I didn't, but I thought it was very funny.
That's hilarious.
They probably translated better in their heads. I don't know, but it was a touristy spot, so I don't know. People must buy them.
It's like seeing those like things on like Facebook or like YouTube where it's just like different. You go to see different Asian countries and they're wearing like English translations and they make no sense.
Yeah, they're like kind of close. You're like, I think I know what you're going for.
Yeah, just people in like Asia wearing like English like phrase shirts. Just what would be like a good phrase to see on like somebody's shirt like that?
I don't even know.
It's like I'm loving it, McDonald's.
Yeah. But it would be translated incorrectly, right? It would be like, loving it, yes. Or something.
What about like a slang word from like the United States? What's even a good slang word these days? What are the kids saying?
I'm not caught up with the slang words, It's just like yeet. I guess that's one.
Yeet is old now.
Is it?
Yeah. I feel like Yeet's like 10 years old
Oh,
at this
boy.
point, maybe older.
Yeah, I don't know all the slang words. I hear them all the time. I don't know. I always think they're stupid.
Bet.
No, I feel like bet's been around.
That's old now?
I bet.
Yeah. I don't know.
You remember going to the WWE? We went to Monday Night Raw, and that wrestler Yeet.
Yeah.
People went insane for him.
Just like yeet, yeet. The whole entire place, man.
People love Yeet.
There's a wrestler named Yeet.
Yeah. Well,
He's got like a different name, but his
Yeah.
nickname is Yeet.
Does he throw people out of the arena or
Yeah,
the ring,
he
whatever it's called?
He yeets them out of like the arenas that they do the WWE in.
I mean, it's fair.
People get launched out of the Staples Center by Yeet.
was that your first?
Not out of the ring, but out of the entire arena.
Was that your first show? That we
Yeah,
went to?
ever going to the WWE? Yeah, like last year when we went.
Yeah.
Never been before.
Would you go again?
Probably, maybe. I'd want to be closer.
Uh-huh.
We were up in the nosebleeds, and it was a little funky in there.
Yeah, I couldn't smell that guy that you were smelling, so.
Some WWE fans, they don't have the greatest hygiene, but they are one of the most diehard fan bases out there.
Dude, they love that shit.
People just walking through downtown with freaking wrestling belts over their shoulder. Like grown ass men doing this too. Like, wow, you guys love this Yeet guy, huh?
They're super committed to it.
What's his actual name? His wrestler name?
I don't know.
Not his like actual name. It's David Smith. Like, so.
Yeah, it's David Smith. Let me see. Yeet wrestler. Jay Uso. Yeah, Jay Uso. Known for saying Yeet.
Yeah, no idea. I've never really followed wrestling. A little bit when I was a kid, but I didn't really follow it. I just like kind of caught it every now and then.
Yeah. While wrestling is fake, those guys still put their body through like the most crazy, heinous stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Just throwing themselves
It's still a
off
wild
cages.
performance. I mean, that's what it is. It's a performance. It's an act, but like it's still wild what they can do.
Yeah, it's a lot of work and like dedication to actually like get to where they're at. Yeah.
You guys know the wrestler Chris Jericho, like family?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
The name's familiar, but no, I don't know about it.
Yeah,
No, that's Chris Benoit that did
Chris
that.
Benoit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris Jericho.
Who's Chris Jericho?
Another wrestler that allegedly killed his family.
He put that bad juju on it.
Sorry, Chris. Wrong, Chris.
I don't know. He had a pretty good. I liked his song. That I don't like what he did. That's horrible. Don't get me wrong. But
I love how he killed his family. Just really, really cool.
I loved his walkout song. It was pretty good.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, I forgot how it goes, but yeah.
You guys know Steve-O was he was in like a WWE match one time.
No.
And like when they're done, they're supposed to like play dead, but he wouldn't play dead. So the wrestler who was going against him just like kept like choke slamming him and stuff because he didn't know that he just what he's done, just like stop, play dead. So he just kept getting messed up by these wrestlers.
Oh, God.
His job is to be in pain. So he's like, yeah, this is kind of what I do.
Yeah.
What a turnaround. You know, Steve-O went from like that Wall Boys era, just like the Jackass stuff, to just like completely sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it just hurts when he gets hurt.
Pretty much.
He's not just numb to
He
it.
actually feels things.
You know, he had a rap album too.
Oh, God.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It can't have been good.
It was not very good. It's definitely a weird era in the Steve-O realm,
Yeah.
in the lore of his life.
Does he still go by Steve-O?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He has a whole he's a podcast on YouTube.
Yeah. I didn't know if he transitioned to just being like Steve.
No, I don't think he can ever go to just Steve
Yeah.
or Steven. He'll forever be Steve-O.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna put him in the that Tony Hawk remaster was like Pro Skater 3 and 4
Oh,
that's coming
yeah.
out.
Was he in the original?
I'm not sure.
He was
Alex
in
would know.
Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
Yeah.
But he
Okay.
rode like a mechanical bull.
Oh, he did.
He wasn't actually a skater.
I see. Yeah, I
the
don't-
remastered's 3 and 4, right?
yeah. I played the demo. You could play as like the Doom Slayer from the Doom games. Yeah. So
I'll definitely get it when it's out for real because I played 3 a lot back then. That's the airport level, wasn't that one, right? And
yeah.
yeah, that game was ridiculous. Like the soundtracks of that era, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. What else was really good? Did you ever play Smuggler's Run, ATV Off-Road Fury? Some of those games had like all-time great soundtracks.
Burnout 3.
Yeah.
Dude, have you guys played Burnout Paradise?
No.
Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that one.
Was that like an old game or was that like a remake of Burnout?
No, it's just I think it's like a spin-off, but it came out like 2000. I want to say 2008. Yeah, I remember playing it on the 360. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
there used to just be so many like bargain bin games that you could get for like the PlayStation 2. Just so many like weird titles.
I have a funny story about that. My girl, because she's like in love with the movie Wicked. So she like messaged me the other day. She was like, "Oh, do you think they have any like games for like PC or like Xbox where I could like get like Wicked?" I was like, "No, they don't make those bargain bin games anymore."
I remember when like I think it was PlayStation 2 first came out, and there were like 3 games, maybe like more than that, but it was so limited what you could get. Like I had Midnight Club was one of the first like big racing games back then for that system, and it was like so cool. And it was literally like you wait for a game to come out because there was like 12 games, and it felt like there was just nothing available.
Yeah.
And now like as soon as the system comes out, there's 100 games that you can buy at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think I don't know, hands down, I think the best racing game or like the racist not racist. the best
racist game.
arcade racing game. I think it's Need for Speed Underground 2. Have you guys played that one?
Yeah, a long time ago. I
A
don't
long
remember
time
that
ago,
one,
yeah.
but I know I did.
Yeah.
I used to love the Def Jam games where it was a wrestling game and you'd fight as
Yeah.
rappers. Then they had Def Jam 2, Fight for New York. So good. And Snoop Dogg was like one of the main villains in the second one.
Yeah.
So good.
What was that one that came out in 06? I forgot what it was. A Def Jam Icon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Def Jam Icon.
That was pretty good. That's
It was Def Jam, Fight for New York, and then Def Jam Icon.
that was pretty good. That's the only one I ever played, though. I didn't play the other ones.
You didn't play the other ones?
No.
Dude,
Dude, you have the PlayStation 2. Is it on that?
it is on the PS2.
Okay.
I might have it somewhere. I'd
Oh,
have to
you
look.
really?
Very possible.
Okay. I don't know. If you do
If
find
not, eBay's always a big thing.
Is it right next to DDR?
It is not right next to DDR. I'd have to look like elsewhere. Games I have here for the PS2, Tony Hawk's Underground, and 2 different Dance Dance Revolutions.
That was my jam back in the day.
You're getting him excited, right?
Dude, I used to be good at that game.
We can set it up. We can do a DDR live stream.
Dude, we should.
Do the pod while doing DDR.
Dude,
Sorry, I'm out of breath.
Sorry, it's just Dance to Captain Jack.
I just remember like Witch Doctor, I think was one of them, and like there's some wild songs on that are not good.
Yeah. Remember Daddy Yankee had a couple songs on there?
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap. I never played any of them except for the one at like, what's that place called?
Like the arcade?
The arcade, yeah.
Dude, but was it some bullshit knockoff with like instead of left, right, up, down, it was diagonals?
Yeah.
See, that shit pissed me off because I grew up playing regular Dance Dance Revolution with up, down, left, right, and I could not reprogram my brain to do the corners.
All you had to do was like turn your body 90 degrees and it would have been the same.
And I just got to kind of like pretend like it's all not different.
Yeah.
But no, I got to the point of playing it so much when I was a kid that like you almost look through the screen and you don't even like, because when you're playing on a hard difficulty, it's so fast, you don't even really process it. You just look at it and then your feet just do the things it's supposed to do. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I literally was like programmed. Like I could not play the other one.
Yeah. Muscle memory.
Yeah.
You're just like stepping on like the blank metal squares in the middle.
Yeah. Kind of. I probably would. Be like, why am I losing? Oh yeah.
You guys make any mixed CDs back in the day?
Oh yeah. I mean, my only CDs for a while were like Limewire.
Oh yeah.
I still have a couple of them floating around. But yeah, like Fallout Boy, like all that like pop punk stuff from like the early 2000s, late 90s. Yeah, I had tons of stuff. I had like a Thrice 3 Days Grace combo.
You ever make like a mixed CD for like a girl or something you liked?
No.
Haven't gotten that. No. I remember I bought like a whole entire thing of CDs, and I thought I could put like at least 10 or like 14 songs on there. Apparently, I could only put like 2 or 3, so it was just like a waste of money.
Now, are you guys old enough to have recorded radio onto cassettes?
Yes.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. You always miss like the first 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh no, I love this song. Yeah, I like inherited like a huge like stereo unit and everything with like cassette player. I might have even had an 8-track player. It was old. But yeah, I would just like mix my own cassettes from like old cassettes I'd find. That was cool that you could do that.
Throw them in your Walkman.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember. I probably had one. I must have.
I definitely did. I still have a Walkman.
Guys, we're showing our age here.
A little bit. Walkman was like early of my existence.
Dude, Discman officially got discontinued like last year.
Really?
Like just recently. Yeah.
What happened?
CDs went away. I don't know.
Remember I got my first MP3 player, held like 20 songs.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 10 gigabyte, maybe. Not gigabyte, 10 megabyte,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, I think my first one was 512. And it was this little tiny like triangular like pyramid kind of shaped thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, like iPods were just the only one you could even get. And then maybe if you wanted to be crazy, get a Zune.
I still have my MP3 player. Like it's like at home right now. Like I found it the other day and I tried to like listen to music. I had no music on there.
Is it an iPod or what is it?
No, it was the MP. Like you plug it into your like computer. You
Yeah.
just put like 4 or 5 songs on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was one of the really early
Yeah, the
ones.
older ones. Yeah, from like 07. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a Zune at all?
My cousin bought one. She bought into the hype.
I saw one in real life ever, which is crazy. I've seen one Zune in my whole life.
She bought into it, and like 2 years later, they discontinued it.
I remember people that used to have the Zune would try to like argue that it was way better than the iPod.
It wasn't.
I feel like just translates to today. People with Androids, oh, it's way better than the iPhone.
I think you have a little more of an argument with that than the Zune thing. The Zune was like noticeably inferior, and it was huge. I think they only had one model, and it was like far bigger than even like a modern phone. And it was like, at least iPods, they started that size, then quickly got smaller. The only Zune was enormous.
Yeah, it was. Do you guys remember the Windows phone?
Oh, I had one.
Yeah, I had one too.
It was awful.
Yeah, it was really bad. There was
Yeah,
no
yeah.
apps.
No. It was when BlackBerry kind of owned the market, and Windows was like, we can do that too. And they basically made a Windows BlackBerry, but it was worse.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think Microsoft has failed at a lot of like hardware. Like really good with software, but like hardware when they try to like break into the market, it's never good. Yeah.
Even the Xbox.
Yeah, Xbox One didn't do so well. Even the Xbox Series X right now is not doing too hot. I think it probably sold like 30 million copies. It's like way behind Nintendo and PlayStation.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you see people lined up to buy that Switch too?
Yes, I want to talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I did see people line up, but I feel like you could go into stores right now and get a Switch too.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I haven't seen any.
I saw places were like selling out of them. No,
Really? I mean, it could be. I know that they recently sold like 3.5 million units in like 4 days.
Was that the like weekend of the drop, or was that?
Yeah, I think it was like the weekend. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's sold out now, but I knew if like I saw a couple of like YouTubers like go in and like actually picked it up in stores. Yeah, as opposed to like pre-ordering it.
Yeah, I remember when the PlayStation 3 came out, I went to Best Buy like every day or every other day for like 2 weeks trying to get one. And you literally, like, I would just walk into Best Buy and go to the shelf. There'd be nothing there. I'd go home. And then finally, after doing it like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, I walked in, there was one on the shelf, and I grabbed it. And I was like, hell yeah. And then I'm walking out, and a guy's like, I don't know the denomination of money, but say it was like $200. He's like, I'll give you $200 for that. I hadn't paid for it. He just wanted to give me $200 for me to hand it to him
Really?
so that he could go buy it. And I was like, dude, I've been trying to get this for a while. But yeah, just people were so hungry for it.
Yeah, the PlayStation 3 was pretty good.
You should have bought it and then taken it out of the store. Been like, dude, $500 over what I just paid.
We don't like scalpers on this spot.
The thing is, if I would have just handed it to him for $200, I'm not even scalping, because he unsolicited just offered me money to hand it to him. No, I wanted it, so I took it.
That's a real hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, back to the Nintendo thing though. What happened to like people voting with their wallets? Like I heard all this like uproar about people not buying the system, and it like freaking like it's at 3.5 million units. It's been sold already. Like, what's up with that?
What's the price on it?
$450.
Okay. And Xbox and PlayStation are like $6?
Well, Xbox just raised their price pretty like hefty. So I think the Xbox right now, don't quote me, I think it's like the base model for the Xbox Series X is probably at like 550, 600.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not really super in tune with the whole world there, but my guess is that it's all parents.
Yeah,
buying it for their
I can
kids.
see that. Yeah.
So the people who are in uproar are like people our age, and
Yeah.
like younger. We're like, oh, I'm not spending the money, but parents don't care.
Yeah.
Like I was buy for my kid, because Nintendo is such like a popular system with kids and families that, I mean, no matter what, it's just gonna sell for that reason. Even for like, it's just not even avid gamers. It's like, yeah, I play Mario Kart, and that's it. Like that's kind of the clientele sometimes.
You can buy a PlayStation 5 right now for $399.
New.
Brand new.
Is that the disc or discless?
I'm pretty sure that's the digital.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you can get the Call of Duty digital one for $399 too.
Wow.
I had the
bad.
God of War one. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the new Xbox called? Xbox Series X?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get that for $599 for the big one.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't they have like the little dinky one
They
too?
have
you
the
can get?
Series S. It's not as powerful, but I mean, some people have it. I mean, I wouldn't get it.
I saw at the new Switches, the people that pre-ordered them, GameStop was stapling receipts to the box.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And
Right into the system.
right into the screen of them.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's shitty.
And people were not happy.
Yeah. You get home, you're super excited and broken. Yeah.
I know that they say you're not supposed to like rip the like there's like a protected film on like the screen. You're not supposed to peel it off. Yeah, I know a lot of people who have done it. Yeah.
So it's supposed to be there permanently?
Yeah.
I have seen that on televisions where people like have thought that the protective screen on their television is just like that peel off thing.
Yeah.
And they peel the whole thing off and the TV comes on and it's just light. 'Cause it's like, it's pretty hard to mess it up, but people have done it where and it's like, this is hard to get off. And you peel the whole thing off. And
That's rough.
yeah.
You guys ever seen that Plane Rocks kid? The kid who destroys tech?
No, I don't. I try not to watch videos like that. It pisses me off.
Yeah, so his whole shtick is he just destroys like new technology that comes out.
Now, is this like a modern day Will It Blend? Remember the guy that used to throw like iPhones and shit into blenders?
I remember Tech Rex.
Maybe it's similar. I don't know.
Similar
but this guy used
thing.
to just put things in blenders and it would Will It Blend, and he would do new iPhones and then things that aren't expensive, but like it was weird.
Yeah. So Plane Rocks, he went to the Nintendo store. He brought the brand new Switch 2, walked outside and smashed it. He got banned from the Nintendo store.
I heard about that. Just like why though? Is it
Clicks.
just for content?
It's just content.
Gets views.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're like, well, this cost me $350 and I can make $1,200 off the video or whatever the views are worth. Like you're like, it's
I don't
it's
know.
wasteful, but it's profit, and that's how they view it.
It's very wasteful. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that still keeps his box for his like Xbox that he bought like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I just threw my PlayStation box away not too long ago. I was like, I'm never gonna need this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. You're like, if I move, it'd be nice to pack it up nice so it doesn't get damaged. But you're like, also, I've had this for so long.
Yeah.
I like to keep those stuff like in, like if I ever like feel like selling it later down, like it actually get more money if it's like actually has the box with it. So that's why I keep it usually.
Like empty AirPods boxes, those have like a market
Do that.
because people will take the empty AirPods box and they'll put a fake pair of AirPods in it, then they'll resell it like it's actual AirPods.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Like on eBay or something like that, or like Facebook Marketplace?
Probably just Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that. I'm sure people put it up there on eBay.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not a sealed box anymore.
Right.
Unless they get like stickers to like make
Well,
it
they probably
reseal
like bought
and
them
shrink
once,
wrap
didn't
it.
like them, selling them, or got them for a gift, already have a pair, like
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know, it's easy to lie about that, and people buy it.
What would you do if that happened to you? Like I'd be so pissed off.
I mean, if they're good fakes, you wouldn't know until they break in like 6 months, and you go to the Apple store and they're like, "Yeah, these aren't apples." And you're like, "Shit."
Yeah, I mean, AirPods, there's so many fakes out there. I mean, I'm sure there's good ones and there's bad ones.
Yeah.
I'm sure the
You open it up, there's just 2 rocks. Yeah.
So what cavemen used to listen to?
Is this rock music?
That's funny.
So you guys get any Sydney Sweeney's soap bars that are made with their bath water?
No.
I don't know about any of these things you brought up.
Yeah, so Sydney Sweeney, she partnered with Dr. Squatch.
Uh-huh.
It's a soap brand, and she's selling 5,000 bars of soap that are made with her bath water, apparently.
Supposedly.
So bathwater is notoriously dirty.
Yeah,
That's why baths are kind of gross.
but it's Sydney Sweeney's.
Yeah. Don't really care. Like, you got to be a special kind of weird to be like, I need that.
Dude, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of dudes out there that will get that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're sold out. It's
Oh, yeah.
$8 a bar.
Oof.
So they're making
I would
a,
guess that half the people buying it will never use it. And it's just like, this is hilarious. I'm just going to put it on a shelf in the bathroom.
Yeah,
They like sniff it once a year.
Hey, Sydney.
that or people that bought Gwyneth Paltrow's candle. It's apparently a candle that smells like her vagina.
No, did that use her bathwater?
I don't know if it used her bath water or even any remnants from her. They probably just made a scent.
So
She
they
was
just
like,
hired
"Yeah,
a
this is
guy,
it."
like a candle maker, to smell her vagina and say, yeah, I can make this.
Yeah, professional sniffer.
Yeah.
How do you extract like the chemicals to make that candle?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Maybe she just like pees in a cup and they.
So it's
figure it
not,
out.
so it's not the smell of her vagina, the smell of her pee.
I don't know, man. I'm,
That probably would have sold her more, let's be honest.
I'm not a candle scientist.
It seems like there's a market here. I think maybe we should
It
explore.
definitely is. There's dudes that be buying weird stuff out there.
It's a lot.
Alex butt candles coming this fall.
Dude, I'd totally sell a candle if my butt smelled.
You're sold out.
I will sell out instantly. Any brands out there that want to work with us, I will sell out for a very little amount of money.
1 penny per sale.
Actually, not true. I've gotten a couple offers on my other YouTube channel, and I didn't sign up for anything.
Yeah, you got to be wary of like stuff like that too.
Yeah, especially if people are trying to scam you.
Right. Yeah. So, in other news, have you guys heard about that plane crash that in India that person survived? Only one person.
One person survived?
Yeah, out of 241 people.
No.
Yeah.
That one person, I'm suspect of them.
Yeah.
I
Why?
don't know the story, but come on.
So my question is like, is this pure luck that they survived, or is it like divine intervention? Because
Well, now, was everyone else like torn to shreds and obliterated, or were people like, were other people like close to living?
oh, I don't know. I do know, or I think I know that like when it took off, and like 30 seconds later they ran into some like malfunction, and they were coming down to land again, and they landed like tail first as opposed to like on the wheels, and it just like went up in flames. So I think that guy that survived, I forgot his name. He's basically sitting next to like one of the emergency exits, and that's how he was able to get out so quickly.
Gotcha. So it was
Yeah.
just fully engulfed in flames so quickly, no one else had time.
Yeah, like there's like videos on there. Like
Yeah.
you just see it goes down like boom.
So he was probably still kind of messed up, I'm guessing, though.
I saw a video. He didn't look too bad. He was
No?
bloodied, but yeah,
He closed the door behind him.
dude, that'd be so messed up.
He went down like the little inflatable slide that comes out. He was having fun on his way out.
I don't even think that even came out. I think he probably just jumped out at that point.
Yeah.
You know Travis Barker from Blink-182? He survived a plane crash before.
Did he really?
And he like doesn't fly anymore. Yeah.
I think if I survived a plane crash, I probably wouldn't fly anymore also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I died in a plane crash, I definitely wouldn't fly anymore.
That or most of the original members of Leonard Skinner died in a plane crash. And like 2 of them survived. It's a whole crazy story.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Planes now, pretty scary, all this stuff that's going on. I think the saddest part of this whole story, like the plane, like the accident that happened, was like a family, I think at 5 or 6. It was like a guy, he was working in like the UK as like a software developer. And he was trying to get his like wife and kids to, go back to him because his wife was a doctor in India. So after like years of just like being separated, he finally like goes back and he's like, they're all preparing to like move to like the UK. And like this happened. And like the last photo of them together was actually on that plane. Yeah. So
That's sad.
yeah, it's really sad.
They ever figure out what happened to that submarine that went to the Titanic?
I mean, they
Yeah,
found like
they
pieces.
figured out like immediately.
Yeah.
They were bringing down a submarine that was highly flawed and had fractures and was not built to withstand the amount of dives. Everyone told him, hey, you need to stop using this. And he's like, nah, it's all good. Like they knew that it was going to fail and the dude just wouldn't stop taking it out on dives. That guy, everybody on board. Like
Oh, yeah.
it's that guy's fault, 100%. They pulled up a bunch of parts just in the past month.
Really?
Yeah. They recovered a bunch of pieces from it.
I think that's going to go in like a museum or something.
Maybe.
A sad museum?
A sad museum.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now that was messed up. Like that dude, I don't think you can press charges against a dead guy, but like he killed those people, like for real.
I mean, wasn't he like the CEO? Could definitely still sue the company, right?
Yeah, they can
Yeah.
probably sue his estate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, a bunch of like experts in the industry were trying to tell him that he needs to stop using this vessel.
Weren't the people on board billionaires though?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like a billionaire and his son.
Yeah,
Why
there
would
was a bunch
they-
of billionaires and one kid.
Oh,
and he
really?
didn't even want to go. And his dad like made him go.
Yeah, that's so.
That sucks.
Yeah.
We're going to see the Titanic and you're going to like it.
They didn't even know that. They essentially just
It
went
was
away.
immediate.
Yeah.
At worst, they might have heard like crack, crack, and then it was gone. Like they didn't know it was going on.
Yeah. It's sad.
They're going down, they're hearing cracks. And he's just like, no,
fine.
it'll be fine. We're
That's
good.
just standard cracking. Yeah, no.
Happens to all of them.
Yeah, you've never been in a submarine before? Come on.
So why do we cut an entire pizza at once? But like a pie or a cake, we cut it in slices.
Where you guys don't cut your cakes all at once?
No.
Oh.
You cut one piece. You go piece by piece.
No, I didn't know that. I'm just messing with you. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like a pizza is sort of, I don't know, like a thing where it's just like ready on hand, where you just want to get it out there and like people could have as much as they want, as opposed to like a cake where it's just like more sentimental behind it, because usually it's around like birthdays and stuff.
I do also feel like cake, a lot of people are going to have, no one's going to have more than one slice, generally. And a lot of people are like, oh, just cut me a small one. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I want a little bite. Whereas pizza's like people are having 4 slices.
Yeah.
Like, there's a little more control. But yeah, that is funny that, you know what they should make? You know, like the apple slicer things that have, you put it over the top, it cores it.
Yeah.
They should make that for cakes where you just go, foom.
Yeah.
And just 20 perfect slices.
That'd be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Or like those pizza slicers at pizza restaurants that just looks like a giant katana or something. Just cut it up with a sword.
Dude, we'll make cake tanas. They'll just literally be katanas, but they're for
Dude.
cake.
We're going to be on Shark Tank.
Oh, we can't
Patent
release
pending.
this pod.
The cake tana. That would be pretty cool though. Cake slicer, but it's just like a mini sword.
No, full size.
Full
Full
size?
size katana. Yeah.
Full size katana. So what's like the like groundbreaking design here? It's just a sword, man.
It's just a sword with good marketing. I don't know what you want me to say.
I need 15% of your company. Oh man.
I need 50% of the company for $10,000.
Done. Sold. Take it. On to the next.
Do you guys have any sales? Well, most of our sales are ninjas.
Ninjas with a sweet tooth.
All right, so I got something for you guys. So there's a lot of reboots or reimagining coming out, such as Harry Potter, Phineas and Ferb, and Freaky Friday. So do you guys think that Hollywood has run out of like steam, or do you think people will actually want to see the like nostalgia-driven content?
I thought you were about to take us to Spaceballs too.
That was another one. Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah.
They're all just money grabs at this point. They're making money off of nostalgia. Like that 90s show was like a spin-off of that 70s show.
Did anyone watch that ever?
I saw like 2 episodes.
Was
then
it awful?
It was not great.
Yeah.
And they canceled it after the like first season, maybe second season, which makes sense.
Yeah, I know a lot of like the like reboots and stuff like that. They never last very long. There's like very few that really go on like 2 or 3 seasons. But like for the most part, they're done after like 1 season.
Yeah, there's some reboots have been more popular than the original even, but like it's been a long time since that's been a thing. I can't think of any right now.
Fuller House.
That ran what, two seasons, 3 seasons?
I think it's still going on.
Is it
honestly.
really?
If I'm not mistaken, there's like 6 seasons of
my
Fuller
God.
House.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Wow.
Apparently though, Malcolm in the Middle is coming back,
Yes.
which I am kind of interested in.
But Dewey's not going to be in it because he's going to
Yeah.
Harvard.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what's happening? I saw I wasn't in it, didn't know why.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that leads me into my other question.
Yeah.
Do you guys think it will be the same, considering that the iconic actor will now be reprising his character, or no?
So
Who,
is
Dewey?
everybody in it
Yeah.
except the actor who plays Dewey?
What was that?
Is everyone in it except
Yeah, I
Dewey?
think
Yeah,
so.
I think
So
even,
like Frankie Muniz is in it?
yeah, Bryan Cranston's in it too.
I mean, that show was so good. I will give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, overall, like sometimes, yeah, I'm down. But a lot of times you're like, you didn't need to do this.
Yeah.
Like the original show wasn't good enough, or there hasn't enough time has passed to do this. But Malcolm in the Middle was 20 years ago, maybe? Like,
Well, yeah.
it's been a while. Like I think Frankie Muniz might be older than me. He's racing like F1 now or something, right? Or NASCAR?
Yeah.
What was it called? Mashbox or I forgot what it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Matchbox cars.
He's doing NASCAR, but I think it's trucks.
Yeah.
think that's what he's
I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of these like actors that were big in like a show back then, I'm sure they're kind of hurting for money these days. One thing that annoys me,
Bryan Cranston isn't.
yeah, Bryan Cranston is not. One thing that annoys me is celebrities who are wildly rich and they just continue to do like random business deals. Like I saw Tom Brady in a Hertz car rental commercial the other day. It's like, what are you doing, Tom Brady?
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't I don't think he has like a full-time job anymore, right? So he probably works a month out of the year and makes a couple million.
Isn't he on ESPN, or am I wrong? Or
Yeah,
like
I think he
Fox
just
or-
got like
Yeah.
a big like broadcast deal with
Yeah.
ESPN.
Is he a full-time broadcaster now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You'd know more.
I don't know. I have heard him do games and he's actually halfway decent. But still, he probably doesn't work all that much. And even though he's rich, he's not like crazy rich. Like Giselle is worth like 3 times as much as him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he has a lot of money, but he's not like, I don't know. He can have more.
I guess that's Shaq and Snoop Dogg's philosophy as well.
And once you get accustomed to that lifestyle, and he's been making what, I don't know, 5, 10, 20 million a year since he was 25 or whatever. Like, if you just suddenly that income stops, you'll probably lose your mind.
I mean, if he's been doing that for the past 20 years, I'm sure he's well invested and he's got financial advisors.
I would assume. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely set for life.
Yeah,
I don't think
think
Tom
he's-
Brady needs to sell car rentals.
No. But I gotta imagine the amount of money he makes for the small amount of work, probably worth it.
Probably a ton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his face is so iconic, especially like in the U.S. Yeah.
But when is enough for that guy?
When is enough for anyone?
Yeah.
Like, as you get more money, your spending habits just increase so that you feel like you should have more money, but you always seem to have like a similar amount of money.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't imagine on the scale of, making $20 million, but I know just going from, X amount to a little bit more, spending increases, then you still have somehow the same amount of money, even though
Yeah.
you made $20,000 more this year than you did 4 years ago. And you're like, how do I have the same amount of money?
You just live a more lavish
Yeah,
lifestyle.
it just slowly increases without you even realizing sometimes we're like, oh yeah, I bought a slightly more expensive car. Oh yeah, I bought this. And it's like, oh yeah, without even noticing it, you increased your lifestyle to match your earnings. I gotta imagine it's similar when you have millions of dollars. You're instead of getting a car that's $400 a month instead of $200, you're buying a car. You're buying 12 cars, and you're paying $140,000 a month in car payments or some wild crap.
Yeah, so I think that's why a lot of people. That's what a lot of people do wrong. Like they'll get like a promotion or something, and they start spending like more money, and it's just like they can't keep up with like the money that they're spending, even though they got the promotion, they're making more.
Yeah. You buy more, but you save the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
Something about like missiles or something.
Dude, that was a beautiful way to start.
Dude, it is crazy. I saw Iran's like military Twitter earlier today. It's just like we didn't start it, but we're gonna finish it.
Really?
Just a lot of ominous like stuff like that. They're just like playing like clips of like the bombs flying at like their city and everything. And it's just like we're gonna take care of this. Remember who started it? It's just like wow, it's very morbid.
I'm so out of touch with world news.
Dude.
I don't know. Sometimes I want to stay in tune with it all, and other times I'm like, I don't even want to know.
It could be a lot. It could be also very like depressing seeing stuff like that.
Ain't nothing on the news but the blues.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially Israel tried bombing Iran's like nuclear program, and they took out like a bunch of like their high-ranking military leaders, and they're pissed,
Yeah, that
to
makes sense.
say it lightly. They are not happy campers over in Iran right now. And also it tanked the stock market and cryptocurrency.
Oof.
So yeah, people are just panic selling stuff, and it ruins our economy just because some people want to hit buttons in the Middle East.
Do you think something big is coming, or is this just going to be like whatever plays out normally?
I mean, it's always something over there. I feel like they're always mad at each other.
Yeah.
It'll just be different if the United States has to get involved with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of ignorant on the topic, but yeah, I definitely don't want to go fight a rich man's war. So
Pretty much. In other news, you guys see that Silento, the guy who made that Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay song? He just got sentenced to 30 years in prison.
For making that song?
Yeah. It was so bad, they had to put him away.
Yeah, he should have got but that's fair. No, what'd he do?
He got 30 years.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
what, was it like his cousin, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, boy.
He had like the number one of the most popular songs ever in the world. Just threw it all away.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't good. Like, he's not like out there like making like classically good music. People are like, yeah, that song was just.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No.
I mean, if it went crazy viral and
Yeah.
made a bunch of money, that's.
Fame for fame's sake doesn't do. I don't know if it does well for people. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think he was like proud of that song? He's proud of his fame, but do you think he's proud of that song? He's like, yeah, this is a musical masterpiece.
He probably had like a bunch of chains on and stuff like that. And he's probably like, yeah, I'm Silento.
Yeah.
I made Nay Nay.
Did he have other music? Did he have like a whole album that people actually listen to?
I don't know if he's got any noteworthy songs other
No.
than Whip Nay Nay.
I think that was just like his only good song.
Yeah.
I think it was like a one-hit wonder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a video. It's a DJ in an airport, and he's playing Whip Nay Nay, and he's got like a dancing pineapple next to him. And so the caption on the video is like, "Sir, it is 7 a.m." Just getting the airport crunk at 7 a.m.
I mean, that is one of the few places where drinking at 7 a.m. is like kind of okay.
Yeah, of course. It's a lawless place in the airport.
Yeah. 7 a.m. is okay for airports. 10 a.m. is okay for football. What? 10 a.m. is okay for fishing and camping.
Yeah.
Maybe 11 or 12 for camping. There's like only like half a dozen scenarios where like before noon is like, that's fine.
What about a darty?
Darties are usually still afternoon, right?
Yeah, typically.
Yeah, come over. We got a keg. 8 a.m.
Would that be technically a Marty?
A morning? Yeah, I don't know. Before noon's tough. Darties, I feel like 1 or 2 is like kind of where it kicks off.
True.
And those are, I think, even still like summer dependent. Like a winter darty, that's tough.
He was out there freezing.
Yeah.
Doing
Snow day
keg
though,
stands.
snow day, darty, fine.
Oh yeah.
But if it's winter and nice out, You can't drink at 1 p.m. You can't do it.
Especially with the snowstorm, you put all your beers in the snow, then you just go grab one outside whenever you need another one.
Yeah, because we don't have fridges.
Well, it's cooler when you take it from the snow. It feels like a Coors Light commercial, okay? Shout out Coors Light.
Sponsor us.
How do you guys feel about tipping culture? Do you hate always being presented with a tip, like no matter where you go?
I think everyone does.
I never tip dudes. No, I'm kidding.
I think we've lost it. I think it's out of control. I think when you get good service, you should tip. When you get service that is less than good, you shouldn't tip. Like, here's the thing. Like, you go to a restaurant and you get terrible service, people are still giving like 12%. And it's like, that's not how it should work. Like, this was an awful experience. Here's $14. Like, I hate that. And do I still do it? Yeah. I don't think I've ever tipped someone nothing, even with a terrible experience. But have I given someone like 5%? Yeah. But even that, I feel like I almost feel bad, but it's like, no, it was a terrible experience. You did an awful job.
Yeah. Especially like if you go to like a buffet or something, or even like a quick service counter service place. Like all they do is they tap a screen, couple buttons, and then you go pick up your food yourself. You clean your freaking tray yourself.
Yeah. If I do takeout, sometimes it's like, do you want a tip? I'll do $1. Because I'm like, you're not really doing anything, but fine, $1.
The place that really pisses me off is at the fair. Because food is way overpriced there. You pay like $15 for a slice of pizza, and then they want a 20% tip on top of that.
Yeah.
Just like, you just handed me a slice of pizza through a window and you're greasy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not getting a tip. No way.
Yeah, I went to the fair last year, and like every time I'm tipping, and then I thought about it, and I was like, I'm not going to tip this next one. And then I just kept going with it. It's like, I'm not tipping anymore that I'm here.
And now you don't even tip at restaurants.
I think it's fine for like a sit-down establishment where, like
100%.
you said, yeah, like,
but it should still be merit-based.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't feel like you have to tip 15% no matter what happens.
Yeah, I agree.
I like in The Office, there's like a scene where Dwight's talking about tipping. And he's like, yeah, I don't tip for things that I can do myself. So he's like, I tip my dentist. I tip my surgeon.
The guys who are already making a ton of money.
Yep.
How much would you tip your surgeon?
Well, it
For
depends if you're
surgery.
tipping them based on your bill or the total insurance bill. That's the tough part.
Yeah.
I had a friend tell me that he used to tip like in the middle of a tattoo before. Like he'd take a break from his tattoo and then he
yeah.
looks good so far. Here's $20. I'm gonna take a 5.
It is kind of that way at like weddings or something where you're going to be seeing the same bartender a lot. Like tossing them a 20 early is going to get you better service instead of like, here's $2, here's $3, here's $2. It's like, if you just throw them like a 20 or something like that early on, you know that guy's going to remember you and you're like, all right, I'm going to get good service all night now.
Yeah.
I remember like sweating. I was with like somebody who I had like just met, and they were like, yeah, like if you tip good, they'll take care of you all night. I tipped like $5, and I was like sweating like, fuck. Like, I don't know if I can afford this $5 I just tipped. You guys remember when your cell phone carrier was a big flex? You remember that back in school? People were like, yeah, I got
like it still
Sprint.
is
Wait,
at this point.
what was the flex? What carrier was the flex?
Like Verizon or
Okay.
AT&T, or back when it was Singular Wireless.
So I don't remember really anybody having anything other than like Verizon, Sprint, and AT&T.
T-Mobile.
I don't know if T-Mobile is T-Mobile like newer, because I don't remember like in high school anybody having T-Mobile.
They've been around a long time,
Yeah.
actually.
They
I just remember everyone having Verizon, Sprint, AT&T. I don't remember any T-Mobile.
T-Mobile like incorporated Sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sprint's now part of
What
T-Mobile.
what was the anti-flex? What was like the service you had when you were like a poor kid?
Boost Mobile.
Boost,
Not even like Net 10, track phone.
track phone, yeah,
Okay,
like
yeah.
when you had to pay by the minute or whatever it was.
Yeah. You just get it at like Walmart.
Yeah. I always remember Verizon being like the premium product, which I don't even know if that's true. I just know it's the most expensive and they like say they have the best coverage, which
Yeah.
seems to be true.
I think the two best right now is like AT&T and Verizon. I don't know.
Yeah.
T-Mobile service really
AT&T
sucks.
and Sprint are the same now, right? They're the
No,
same.
T-Mobile and T-Mobile. Sprint merged with T-Mobile.
Sprint and
Yeah.
T-Mobile, okay. And then AT&T is its own thing.
Yeah.
AT&T used to be literally the only phone.
It used to be Singular Wireless, and then they got bought out by AT&T.
Yeah.
And now it's AT&T.
It's funny because AT&T, whenever phones were invented, was like literally the only phone company, and they had such a big monopoly, they split them up. And then it came to a point where AT&T started buying other things again, and it's like, wait, is this happening again?
That's crazy. How do you guys feel about senior citizen discounts?
I thought you were going to say senior citizens, and I was going to be like, not good.
Wow, what's wrong with the old folk?
They're fine.
They're just okay.
Yeah.
They smell a little funny at times.
I could do without them.
How old do you think is too old?
To be on this earth? Or?
I mean, how old do you want to live to?
Oh.
I'll rephrase that question.
Until I'm like a functioning human.
So like 75?
It could be 60. It could be 90. Like, it depends on how my body is handling old.
There's some pretty strong 90-year-olds out there. Yeah.
Like, there's people I've met that are 90 and they're still like enjoying life and walking around and driving. But then I met 60-year-olds and I'm like, wow, like, you need to go. So, yeah, I think it depends on the person. But yeah, if you're not able to like function and like if you just sit in a chair and poop, like, no, I probably don't want to be around for that. Like, it's
Sit in a chair and poop.
a lack of quality of life.
Exactly. So I don't think it's age related so much as quality of life. And yeah, it depends on how soon you get there.
That's fair. Yeah.
Do you guys have numbers in mind that like you're like, cut me off here?
Probably like
75, 80 for me at least.
Yeah, probably like mid 70s. I don't think I'm gonna make it that long.
Yeah. Now, your parents, are they older? Have they lived long? Like, cause like my parents, grandparents, my parents are like not that old, but my grandparents are pretty much all toast.
Yeah.
None of them are very old.
Yeah.
So like, I don't have like a super good track record.
Yeah, I mean, my mom's in her 70s and she still works. I mean, she like refuses to retire. So
yeah, I mean, I think all my grandparents died in like their early 70s, mid 70s. Oh, wow. So like, I don't have like a super good chance of going a long way.
I think you'll be all right.
Yeah,
that'll just do the head transplant for you, brain transplant.
Yeah, no, put me in like a thing of water, like in Futurama. I'll be just a head.
That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
So say somebody buys you a lottery ticket as a gift. You end up winning the lottery. How much money do you give back to them?
How much is it winning for?
Say it's $10 million.
Million.
Really?
It's 10%?
I think so. And then I'm also tossing like all my friends like 20 grand.
Here you go. Go have fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm either like I'm doing that or I'm like everyone I like, we're going to like the Dominican Republic for 2 weeks. Let's go. Like
when you consider the moral thing to do is just give them half.
Fuck that. No, it's be grateful with your million. I'm taking the 6 after tax.
There's situations like that because I remember this this news article where like this dude's aunt like gave him like the money to go buy like a lottery ticket and she like won or something like that and they had to like split the winnings and she was not happy about that. She basically kicked him out and like sued him for like the money. And it was just like it was like a whole bizarre thing. Yeah.
So you go half?
I do half.
Where'd
I'm
you
more
go?
generous, I guess.
I just wouldn't say anything.
All of a sudden, Alex would just be gone. Like I would say, like if it's like $1,000, like no, that's like you don't even need to know about it. But if it's over $1 million, if it's over 500,000, like yeah, you're getting a kickback. It's not going to be half, but like yeah, you're getting something.
I wouldn't tell anybody, but there would be signs.
Yeah, you would be gone.
I just have like a gilded table down here.
You're just like one go-to.
You win $10 million and you still live here?
Yeah, dude, I don't want to have to move everything.
Oh, man.
That's probably what I would do. I don't know. I think I would do the right thing in the time, and I wouldn't let the money get to me. But at the same time, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy like a jet ski. Like, why do I need to give you money back? You gave it to me as a gift.
Yeah.
What if I gift him a jet ski?
You win $10 million to give somebody a jet ski.
So like, I drive a Honda Civic. What am I going to do with this?
Well,
put a hitch on it. Figure it out.
Now you got a jet ski.
I'll sell the jet ski to fix my Honda Civic.
Dude.
Yeah, buy all your friends' cars. Like, that would be cool. Like, it'd be cool to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just buy all my friends like less nice cars than they already have.
Hey man, I got you a Geo Metro. I hope you like it.
I just got you problems. I got you like a car that's about to break down. It's leaking oil all over your driveway.
It runs. It doesn't run great.
Oh man. You guys got anything else?
That's about it on my end.
I don't bring topics.
You guys ever snuck in anywhere you weren't supposed to be?
The first thing that comes to mind is not even cool. Like, I know you guys have probably done this too. You go to a movie and then you go leave that movie and you go to another movie.
Surprisingly, I've never done that. Thought about it. Never done it.
Yeah, I've done that where you walk out and you're like, that was just starting. I mean, I was a kid, but like, yeah.
That's too much movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much time to be in the theater.
So have you been to a drive-in? Because drive-ins are normally double features.
Yeah. I haven't seen the double feature in a long time.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
usually
I
just
haven't.
leave after the first movie.
I haven't been to a drive-in since, I think, high school. But when we used to go, it was always a double feature.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Dude, we can go right now.